to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The mom and dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. I'll pack your bags cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
Good morning, Roselle Park Panthers. Today is Tuesday, April 25th. Hope everyone is having a good morning. As we know, sports started up during spring break, and the week we came back, our track team had a meet against Plainfield Roselle Catholic here at high school's track. Let's take a look at what it's like in the day of a meet. work from all the runners who participated in the meet. We have our ongoing segment, First Aid with Krod. On today's episode with him, he shows us how to use an AED in case of emergency and how to do CPR. Let's go on and see what he's got to say.
First Aid with Krod. First Aid with Krod.
Hey, how's it going? Mr. Rodriguez, your friendly neighborhood athletic trainer. Today I wanted to go over the AED, which is the automatic external defibrillator. This device has been responsible for saving countless of lives of victims who have suffered a cardiac arrest. You know, this in conjunction with CPR is very critical to the survival rate for somebody who collapses from such illnesses. So with the first part with CPR, it's a big misconception that when CPR is performed, that CPR will bring the heart back into a normal, and it will revive the victim. That's not the case at all. When you're doing CPR, what you're essentially doing is that you're pushing down on the chest of the victim, and when you're pushing down on the chest, which is called chest compressions, you're squeezing the heart to push blood throughout the body, and so you're circulating oxygenated blood, you know, through the body, through the vital organs, particularly in the brain, keeping the brain alive. And then when you're giving rescue breaths, which is like two mouth-to-mouth breaths, you're giving the victim oxygenated blood. All right, so it's a two-step process: chest compressions and rescue breaths, or mouth-to-mouth. So you're really, in a sense, you're buying the victim time. You're actually keeping the vital organs oxygenated long enough for, you know, the professional rescuers to show up, or when an AED shows up. So now, when the AED, the defibrillator, this device is what's going to shock the heart back into a normal rhythm. And it basically just restarts the heart. So the heart functions by using electrical signals from the brain, and it makes the heart contract. So the heart, you know, pumps, it squeezes and then it relaxes. So that's why you get that palpable or pump when you're checking for a pulse on the neck or in the wrist. So when someone's in cardiac arrest, a lot of times the heart can't, the signal coming from the brain to the heart is interrupted. So instead of the heart doing this, the heart starts to fibrillate. And for that, fibrillation is just an erratic heart rhythm. So there's still electrical rhythm in the heart, but it's not strong enough to get the heart to pump blood throughout there. So that's why you're doing CPR. So the AED is actually designed to restart the heart whenever you have a certain type of fibrillation. So there's two types of fibrillations that the AED is designed to shock. There's ventricular tachycardia and then ventricular fibrillation. So you still have some electrical rhythm in the heart, but it's not strong enough to make the heart pump normally. Another misconception that you might see, particularly on TV, is when you see someone in a hospital from a cardiac arrest and they have a flat line on the monitor. That means that there's no electrical rhythm in the heart, and it's very difficult for a victim to come back from a flat line. The proper term for that is called asystole. The AED was not designed to shock that type of rhythm. The AED, if it recognizes it, it won't deliver a shock, it'll just tell you to continue CPR. All right, so anyway, so once you establish someone's in cardiac arrest, and then if you've had any CPR training, you would know, try to get the victim to response. If they don't respond, that means they're unconscious. Then you have to activate EMS, or have someone call 911, and then you can delegate someone to go get the AED. In a school setting, the AEDs are mandated. You have to have an AED readily available inside any public school. So you designate somebody to go get the AED, and then you begin CPR while you're continuing your steps before you get while someone's going to go get the AED. So your response, no response. Hey, somebody call 911, go get the AED. You check for breathing. No longer than 10 seconds, and the way you do that is you're looking at the chest to see if it rises and falls, if you can hear any breath sounds or anything like that. If the victim's not breathing, then you begin CPR. Now, the victim should be on a hard, flat surface. They're usually not on a table like this or anything like that. Interlock your fingers like this. You place the heel of your hand on the center of the chest, which is below the nipple line right here. And you lock your elbows and you're pushing down, if it's for an adult, at least 2 inches. And you're doing chest compressions. Now, normally if you have a CPR mask, then you're going to give 2 rescue breaths. But most people don't walk around with a mask. So you're just going to do chest compressions. You're not even going to count. You're just going to keep going. When you're doing your chest compressions, you're going about 100 to 100 beats per minute. And you're letting the chest recoil back into its normal state before you push down on the heart again. And this keeps going until the AD shows up. All right.
That was great. Thanks again. And remember, if any emergency, you know who to call. Krod. That's all we have for today. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.